Welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are in a different setting today and we have a special guest star. That's Vivi, my dog. Things are gonna look a little bit different around here. I'm trying a bit of a different format for my videos. If you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that I have previously loved to record very educational, sitting straight, talking to the camera style videos. And while that is really great and all, I've been feeling a little bit disconnected from you guys. And I think it's because the videos have been so just pure education. And I feel like I wanted to share a little bit more about my life and myself. Not that I'm going to take away from that part of it, because obviously my channel is here to help you with your hair loss. But I think a lot of times when you're just sharing straight education, it can disconnect you from your own personal story and your reasoning for putting yourself out there in the first place and creating these videos. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, suffice it to say, the videos are going to be a little bit different, but I promise I will still try to deliver as much value as possible, because if there's anything that I have always wanted my videos to have is a ton of value for you. So this is the first video in this format, so please bear with me. Today what's happening is I'm going to be changing my hair color. I've had this cherry cola color for a while now, and it's been like, I think over 2 years. It's been about 2 years since I've had this hair color. And if you know anything about me, is that I get very bored with the same look. So I'm just gonna go swing by Sally's right now, pick up some hair dye. I'm thinking more of a nice deep brunette color. I don't wanna be too light. I know summer is coming, but I don't know. I've been dark for a little while now and I'm really enjoying it, but I just want to shift the tone and get away from the red and try more of like a brunette tone. But I'm gonna go pick up some stuff from Sally's and I'm gonna share exactly what I'm using with you guys and the whole process as well. So let's go. Okay, I'm back from Sally's and I'm gonna share what I picked up. The first thing is, this is for my roots. This is what I normally use. This is the Ion Inspired by Nature line. It's ammonia free, and I usually do the 20 volume developer, and this time I'm using the 4N because I'm switching over to a more, like I said, brunette color. Before I was using the 3IR when I was doing cherry cola, and that's just for my grays. So I'll just apply this to my roots. And the other thing, I talked about this with my hairstylist because I'm gonna be doing a little bit of the brown on myself first before I go see him, just to kind of tone down the cherry cola color. So what we're going with is a demi-permanent hair color, which is a little bit more gentle on your hair as well. It's not a permanent, so it's not going to last forever, but it's gonna help to cut down the red tone a little bit, which is very hard to get rid of. Once you go red, just know that it's a bit of an investment because it's not really super easy to go from red to something else. It doesn't happen very quickly, so it takes a few sessions. I picked up the 5N and I got the 10 volume developer because I'm not trying to lift. The higher the developer that you use, so 10, 20, 30, 40, the higher it is, the more it'll lift the cuticle and deposit hair color into your hair strand. With the demi-permanent, I'm not trying to lift the color. You can't really lift color with color. So I'm gonna see him to get the bleaching done, but I'm just, like I said, trying to tone down the red a little bit. With your roots, you definitely want to use either a 20 or 30 volume developer because you want to lift the cuticle so that you can deposit the color. And this one's a permanent hair color, so it's going to permanently put that pigment onto my hair strand. I'm not a hairstylist. I just want to be super clear. This is the easiest way for me to explain it and understand it. The only hair courses I took were hairstyling in terms of doing a blowout or doing curls, but I did not go to hair school. I did not learn how to cut or color hair. This is just stuff that I've picked up and researched. And I also worked at a beauty supply store for a while, and my manager taught me some things. So this is just what I've picked up along the way. So I know roughly what I'm doing, but I could not do anybody else's hair, and definitely check with your stylist before you take any of my advice. With that said, let's get into it. So this is the final result. You can see that the red has toned down a lot. It's not perfect. Like I said, it takes time to like get rid of red, but think this is a pretty good first step. I love the fact that it's not too light, because once I get bleach in it, it's gonna get a lot lighter, and I am just loving the dark these days. I don't suggest dyeing your hair until your hair loss has stopped. For myself, whenever I'm experiencing any bit of hair loss, I will definitely not dye my hair. And I'll wait until the shedding stops, and then I'll start using something a little bit more gentle on my hair. And I will say that I'll find with traditional dyes that my scalp gets very irritated. It feels super itchy and burny and stuff like that, which I do not like. But when I use the Ion Inspired by Nature line, especially because I'm using it right at my scalp, it does not feel like that at all. So that's why I personally like these kinds of dyes a little bit better. But it's just something that you have to try for yourself and see if it's something that you tolerate better or not. There are some really great semi-permanent color conditioners that you can use. They're not going to lift the cuticle and deposit color, but they're going to coat the outside of the hair shaft, like that Arctic Fox that I was using for my cherry cola hair. So that could potentially be an option for you if you don't tolerate a demi, or if you don't tolerate the Ion Inspired by Nature. Anyways, I thought I would talk a little bit more about my alopecia story, because there are a lot of new people around here. Some of you haven't seen the My Alopecia Story video. So basically about, oh my gosh, it's gonna be 10 years this year. Wow. Yeah, 2016. I lost about 70% of my hair within the span of 5 months. And it was due to alopecia areata, and I knew nothing. Back then, there was not very much information online about what was going on, how to regrow it. It was very confusing. And I was posting hair and makeup tutorials at that point, and I was going back and forth from Toronto, well, Burlington. I'm from Burlington, Ontario, for those of you that know anything about the GTA area in Canada. That is where I'm originally from. And I was traveling back and forth to visit my now husband, Derek, who lives in San Diego, which is where I live now. I started to notice fallout back home, and then I had already booked to come out here for, I think it was a few months. I can't remember now, that was so long ago, but it just was falling out in clumps, and I had no idea what was going on. I only knew of one girl that had alopecia universalis. She had nothing. No hair on her head, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. I actually met her when I was working at MAC Cosmetics. I did her makeup for her baby shower, and she was telling me all about her alopecia story. We had to draw on eyebrows for her. We had to figure out where to place the eyelashes so they would look as natural as possible. Just her story really stuck with me. At that point, I hadn't experienced alopecia. I just had met her and was doing her makeup, but that was the only person that I had ever met that had alopecia. But I found a couple of videos online that pointed to the AIP diet, which is the autoimmune protocol diet, which is something that I've talked about on my channel before. And I was basically living at Whole Foods, going to Whole Foods every other week, talking to anybody that would listen to me in the supplement department, basically just looking for any hope. I wasn't even thinking about regrowing my hair at that point. I was just like, just make the shedding stop. But anyways, I figured out how to do it. And then my husband encouraged me to share my story online, which I did. And I was just shocked at how many people responded to that video. So many more people than you would think experience hair loss. It's such a common thing these days. And I don't know if it's because we just have access to so many stories online that maybe it's either it's more common or it's just more people are talking about it. Either way, a lot of people are experiencing hair loss. So yeah, it's sort of become my mission to help as many people as I possibly can, especially since I figured out how to regrow my own hair. And at first I was just sharing my own story online, but then I decided to take it a step further, and I'm enrolled in a trichology course right now. So I'm just grateful that like anybody watches these videos, and I really do hope that they're helping you. And so if you're experiencing hair loss, the first place that I would suggest to start with is to figure out what type of hair loss you're experiencing, because there are so many different things that could have caused your hair loss, and figuring what that was for you will unlock so much with your hair and like point you in the right direction. And so if you don't know, whether it be from hormones or stress, I created a quiz for you guys that makes it super clear to figure out exactly what caused your hair loss, and it points you in the right direction as to what steps to take next with that particular type of hair loss. And another thing that I'm working on for you guys is a hair loss guide. So like a 30-day hair loss guide. I'm gonna divide it up into hair loss types. So let me know if you think it's helpful if I divide it into the different hair loss types, having it be like, well, if you have hormonal hair loss, use this guide. If you have autoimmune hair loss, use this guide. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. If that's better, if I should just do like a general 30-day hair growth guide. I think that it would be more helpful to have, because like the things that you're gonna do for hormonal are gonna be a little bit different than you're gonna do for autoimmune. So I think it would be helpful, but if you just want like general, let me know in the comments. The quiz is gonna be linked down below, and I'll also link the products that I used today to dye my hair. And just let me know if you guys have any questions for me, and let me know what you guys think of the new video style. I mean, I've had so much fun creating this for you guys, so I really hope you guys like it too. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Take care.